As a Fisher Investments client, you can benefit from having your portfolio managed by the Investment Policy Committee. They have over 100 years of combined industry experience and make investing decisions for the firm. This brief video is your opportunity to hear them discuss how they work together and the many different ways they interact directly with clients.
Hi, I'm Ken Fisher. I'd like to introduce you to the members of our Investment Policy Committee that oversee all our portfolio decisions. Aaron, can you please just take a moment and explain how the Investment Policy Committee works?
Well, the Investment Policy Committee really has three main roles. The first being to make portfolio management decisions, and those can be broad decisions, for instance, about whether we're bullish or bearish about the stock market, but also more granular tactical decisions that will ideally enable us to outperform a given client benchmark. Second, we set investment policy that allows us to determine the appropriate benchmark for any particular client. And lastly, we oversee the research department, which was comprised of investment professionals that do the research and analysis that help the Investment Policy Committee make their investment decisions.
So much like other parts of the firm, we believe in the specialization of labor. And those investment professionals that Aaron alluded to, they're broken up into distinct teams with specific responsibilities. The capital markets team and the securities research team are comprised of analysts that interact with the Investment Policy Committee most frequently, and they're there supporting all our fundamental research efforts.
An important feature of our Investment Policy Committee at Fisher Investments is we all sit close together. So often you'll have a conversation where everybody will be involved just standing next to each other. And so there's always a constant flow of information that goes back and forth between the members of the Investment Policy Committee and the research department.
And so what that means is that if we want to talk about portfolio decisions, what's going on in the economy, what's going on in the markets, we don't set meetings or have regularly scheduled interactions. We can literally just turn to each other and speak. And as Jeff mentioned, that also pertains to the analysts as well, where we sit right among the analysts that support us in making those investment decisions, and that fosters a free flow of information amongst everyone in the research department.
So philosophically, we think it's very important for us to communicate why we're doing what it is we're doing. And whether that's for a specific client's solution or if it's our broad market interpretation, right or wrong, we want to be very transparent in all that. And we'll do our very best to communicate that to you in a wide variety of formats.
We provide client-only educational seminars all across America on a regular basis every year where you as a client can come and interact with us very directly. This provides an intimacy both in you knowing us and us knowing you that I don't think you find anywhere else.
And our client seminars provide us the opportunity not only to convey to you what we're feeling about what's going on in the economy or what's going on in the stock markets or bond markets, but just as importantly, gives you the opportunity to ask questions directly to us.
But also note that the seminars are on top of a full, direct, personal interaction through the investment counselor force that allows you to interact with us on a continuous, ongoing basis from anywhere, all the time.
Another responsibility of the Investment Policy Committee is to communicate to you in a written format. On a quarterly basis, our clients receive an extensive written review that covers recent market performance and our future stock market outlook.
So I hope that gives you a better insight as to who we are as the Investment Policy Committee and how we make decisions for our clients' portfolios.
If you'd like to learn more about the process the Investment Policy Committee uses to manage portfolios like yours and what they can do for you, one of our local representatives in your area would be happy to sit down with you to answer your questions.